Okay guys, welcome to another New World video. Today I have something that I think is going to be insane in terms of how much money you can make and how fast and how easy it is. So one thing that has always confused me in the game has been the repair kits, because they're incredibly difficult to make. They use each of these items that it's selected for me to use cost like 10 to 30 gold each on the market, so it's 30 gold for one repair, which is about the price of a normal repair anyway. So, but there's a very interesting wording in here, and that is select any craft mods. Any craft mods. But you'll notice that in here that some items like attribute craft mods, like for example tree sap, which goes for about 1 cent on the market, is not included here, and that has just been confirmed by the developers to be a bug that will be fixed in November. So what does that mean? It means that items that are now very cheap will become viable to use to make repair kits, and as such, many people are going to buy and do that, and the prices for those core components are going to skyrocket. So, what do you need to do to profit off this? All you need to do is go to the market and buy the cheapest crafting mods that you can buy. I would say, and in particular, you need to make sure you have at least 3 different types in order to make maximum profit, because you cannot select 2 of the same type when you're crafting these high-level repair kits. So I'm going to put my money where my mouth is. Let's have a look here. I've already gone to Windswood and bought a lot of cheap craft mods. Not all of these. I purchased some of them that came from my storage, but basically I'm getting it all together. I'm buying it, I'm placing buy orders, and I'm going to move it off to a different town just for safe storage. So I'm going to head over to the trading post in this town, which I noticed, in Everfall. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go over, I'm going to show you exactly what to buy, how to find what's cheapest, and do it. I'm sorry for the graininess of the footage. I don't know what's happening to my recording software at the moment. It just doesn't like New World. So, how do you find the cheapest crafting mods? Well, for once, the game's UI actually helps you out here. So you're going to go to this ingots icon, because whatever, and then you're going to go to craft mods, and then basically you can sort through all of these if you want, but generally speaking, if you sort by price up here, it's just going to bring all the cheapest to the top. So basically what I've been doing is I've just been buying everything that I think is an acceptable price. So for example, softwood tree sap, I'm saying pretty much anything under 10 cents, because I expect them to go a lot higher. Probably for something as common as softwood tree sap, I would guess that they're gonna reach probably around 50 cents at least, which is like a 500% profit minus taxes. And again, these are guesses, but they're guesses I'm very confident in, and I will show you that I'm very confident in them, because I am spending literally thousands of coin. Literally thousands of coin. And Azoth to travel around and move them all. I really think that these are going to go insane. One of the things that I would recommend doing is, say for example, this softwood tree sap at 8 cents, and there's only one available. I actually should have noticed earlier, but there's only one of them available here. But I don't want the price to then go and say there's no price, because then someone will start listing them for 50 cents and $1 and so on and so forth. I want to make sure the floor still stays pretty low, so I'm not going to buy this one. And I already have 15,000 of them, 1,500 of them rather. So basically what I've noticed, and this was consistent in Windswood as well, is the cheapest 3 are softwood tree sap, dead dryad vines, and small quartz crystals. In Windswood, then it was also arcane linen. So we'll have a look at that here. For dryad vines, I'm saying pretty much anything under 20 cents is a reasonable price. Assuming that I'm correct, which I believe I am, and for most of these that have value, so what I mean by have value is things that are like over 10 cents. If I'm wrong, I can just resell them. I'm gonna lose a little bit of money, but it's a little bit of risk for a very large gain. See, this is 25 cents. I'm not going to buy that because it's a little much, and also I don't want the floor to just be gone. So small quartz crystals, similar, probably around 20 cents, I think. Buy. And so what I'm also going to do, what I did in Windswood, and what I'll do probably here as well, is place buy orders in. So I'll place buy orders about the middle of the range, so I'll do this in a sec. And this is one of the two strategies. Actually, let me double check this. Quartz. Yeah, I can just buy this. One of the two strategies I'm recommending for making money in the November update, because the other thing that they've confirmed that they're going to be doing, I'm going to buy about half of these. The other thing they've confirmed that they will be doing is dramatically... So you can see here, like, these are the prices of other such modifiers. You're looking at, like, tens of dollars or more. But attribute items are very low cost. And here we are. Here's some arcane linen. So these were cheaper in a different settlement that I was in Windswood. So these are not great prices. I'm probably not going to buy any here. But what I'm going to do is set up buy orders. So let's go for softwood tree sap. So you can do this if you're very confident. You can do it in as many... Hello? Spoffed. Yes. Spoffed wood, thank you. Chat, I've only had 2 coffees today, it's not my fault. Softwood tree sap. I can place a buy order. I'm going to say for 5 cents. Do not let it set it to 100 or you will get in a lot of trouble. The game is trying to steal my money. Do that, and then you can set it to whatever you think is reasonable. However much you're willing to gamble on this educated guess. I'm pretty confident, so I'm willing to put, like, a large chunk of money towards this. So softwood tree sap, I'm going to say if you have them at 5 cents, I'm going to buy 3,500 of them. Place order. And then we can go with the dryad vines. Dead dryad vines, we can place a buy order here at about, I'm going to say, again, be careful. I'm going to say about 12 cents. You got them for that price, I will buy 2,000 of them because they're expensive. The ones that are already holding value, you stand to make more because softwood tree sap, there's a chance that the demand will still be low enough that it won't increase that much, but the things that are already holding a degree of value, and since you need different types, these will probably go up as well. The only thing that would affect that negatively is if the whole theory is wrong, which I don't think it is, or quartz, or if they make a change that allows you to use the same type. Which I hope they don't, because then everyone would just use the cheapest, and things like quartz crystals and stuff might not have as much value, although I would still expect their value to increase. So I still probably wouldn't be losing money, just making less money. So I'll say about 2,000 of these, about 12 cents a piece. And I might as well put up a buy order for... arcane linen, just to show you that I think this is arcane linen arcane embroidery. I'm willing to put these are the things that I'm the least confident in, but I still think there's a good chance that they'll be profitable, so I'm gonna buy just some. See how much more that's worth. I'm willing to bet about 100 coin on this, on the linen. Okay, so now you've seen what all the prices are. I've now bought this many. I'd say that's probably at least 1,000 coin right there in just these, and then of buy orders I've probably put in and close to another 2,000 worth. So the other thing that I was going to mention is honey and milk in the next coming update in November. The the hives in town and the cows in towns are going to give less yield, so you will get less milk and less honey, which means the prices for those will go up. In particular, I think milk will be very valuable since the only place to consistently get them is in the towns. You can get them from supply crates, but it's more inconsistent. And so, for example, someone that is cooking is probably not going to go and do a dungeon run to get milk. They are just going to buy it from the market. And so you want to have a supply of that milk to sell it to them. So it's probably not a terrible idea, even because milk is used in a lot of items. Milk's reasonably cheap. It kind of depends. So if you're confident in this, you can buy some. I am not certain. I think I'm gonna buy... this is at Windswood. Yeah, I'll buy a little bit here, because I'm somewhat confident. I know that the price will go up, but I don't know by how much. So, I think you could get away with buying this, possibly honey, but of course honey can be consistently gotten from trees. So it's a little cheaper, but it could still be worth it because I would expect that the prices are going to go up. I think I'm going to put my money on some honey, put my money on some milk, because there's no way that once these changes go through that the prices don't skyrocket. Like, I just don't see a world where that happens, because milk in particular is used for all dairy products, so it has to be used. You need milk. And honey, less so. It's still used in a lot of recipes, but mainly it's used as a substitute, so people might just substitute other stuff. I just think that it's worth your money to invest in it. There are other changes coming. I'll run through some of them quickly now. Where is my document? So some things like houses are going to get cheaper. You're going to get a lot more resources in terms of coins from bosses on expeditions. Repairing your items from PvP damage is going to be decreased, and the cost is going to be decreased. The damage will be decreased by 10%. And tuning orbs are going to become significantly cheaper and easier to craft. So overall, there's going to be more money in the economy, it looks like, at the top end. So basically what I'm going to do now is I'm going to do one last search to see if there's any of this stuff just hanging around very, very cheap that's worth an Azoth cost to go and pick it up. Otherwise, I will just be traveling to, say, Morningdale, or probably more likely somewhere close. Like, I'll probably jump back to my house in Monarch's Bluff and just store everything there, because I don't do much there anymore. But I want to have it close by for when the eventual crunch comes and it becomes selling time. So this video will stand as advice on what I think you should do to make probably tens of thousands of coin when this change eventually occurs, because I don't see anyone else doing this. The price hasn't risen yet, but you notice that, for example, in our server now, let's have a look at Softwood Tree Sap. The price for Softwood Tree Sap was, before I started doing this, 0.01 cents, and now the floor is 0.08. Purely because of me. That's what's happened, and this will happen on your server, but you want to make sure that you are the one that is doing it. Also place down your buy orders so that you keep getting them, because people are going to keep selling these things until everyone knows about it. So buy, and I will upload a video in a few weeks showing just how much money I made or possibly lost with this technique. We will see. I'm fairly confident though. I will see you soon. Don't forget to like and subscribe.